Thank you for joining me, and it is interesting that the names of those behind the supposed coup plot against Tinubu has been released. I mean, 98% of them happens whether by circumstances, maybe by coincidence, but however, they all happen to come from the north. I'll just mention a few, and at the end of this program, I'll play you a video where all of them were paraded openly, disgraced, and with their names, tagged, displayed. Now, we have Lieutenant Colonel Al-Makura from Nasarawa. We have Brigadier General Sadiq from Borno. We have Lieutenant Colonel Ayatu from Kaduna. We have AJ Ibrahim, Lieutenant Colonel from Kogi. We have Colonel Usman from Katsina. I mean, just to mention a few, and so on and so forth. The question is, ever since Christopher Musa decided to step down, the Nigerian army has not been the same. As I speak right now, the Nigerian army is split. There is a conflict of interest because some people feel their life has been put at risk. Yes, because Northern bandits are now recruited to fill in the gap of the southern slots. I repeat, Northern repentant bandits are now recruited into the armies, according to the report on Sahara report, to replace the southern slots. What does this mean, and how can we get out of this conundrum of a nation called the Nigerian Republic? No matter what, even if the southern youth are not showing interest, it is not a northern bandit that is a worthy replacement. And there are so many reasons why the southern youths are not joining. Because they know that what is going on in the Nigerian army is nothing but an aberration to the army body globally. There is nowhere in the world where the army of a nation are treated like a pauper. They are treated like church rats. In the US, we know what the US army are, what they are liable to. They get so many preferences. They get free homes, free education, free hospital care. So many things that are for them, for their family, for their children. Is that obtainable in the Nigerian context? But that is not the case. Instead of them to fix it, here they are recruiting. See, there is fire on the mountain. There is fire atop of our roof. But we are sleeping. We are sleeping. Yes. Look at it now. A coup was staged against Tinubu. If Tinubu didn't have someone who is loyal to him in the Nigerian Defense Intelligence, what would have been talking about would have been a different story. Today, maybe we don't know what would have happened. I might have absconded with my families to another country. I might have absconded into Ghana. Because the military coup wouldn't just have stayed in Abuja, of course. It would have expanded to Lagos, to Oyo, to Ibadan, everywhere as it stands, because we will no longer have democracy. We will no longer have the capacity to speak about the politics of the nation. For how long are we going to remain in this vicious circle called Nigeria, that some people will not have a free run of the administration without some people who are bent or born with entitlement mentality that it's only their own call and cry that must be attended to? No, for how long? For how long are we sincerely going to remain in this? For how long? You see, sometimes when I come out, when I speak positive about Tinubu's political reforms, political shake-ups, how his policies are challenging the very foundation of the grip of the Fulani hegemony, I know what I am doing. And that doesn't necessarily mean I am a Baptist. I am unobedient. But the point is, when you see the light, you toe the path of the light so that you don't fall into the ditch of darkness. Nigeria, as it were, no matter economic policies, nothing we do. Look at the security. If today they say that they want to deploy some forms of security, maybe drone, maybe missiles. Let me tell you, maybe just some level of advanced technology. These northern senators will rise and say, ah, no, 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 Nigeria doesn't have money. No, 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 no. Are you not aware that Baba Gana Zulum is already crying out that the Boko Harams are now using drones to attack villagers, communities? I have been talking about this for over 6 months because when I saw it for the very first time in Burkina Faso, and these guys, they have a network. They all have the same agenda, Islamization of Western countries. They want to turn the whole of Western Africa to an Islamic province. As it is today, the Ghana is still, to some large extent, they have not had a share of this, though in their northern areas they have some elements. But if these people can successfully take Nigeria, I am telling you, the resources in Nigeria is more than enough for them to fund the Islamization of all other West African countries. But here we have our own northern brothers who are the northerners, northern Nigerians. When you say you want to do something, they will speak against it. Yes, they'll speak against it. They will tell you that, oh no, Nigeria is not right for it. That's what they're going to tell you. You see, I saw that some politicians now are now retiring. Those ones that cannot stand Tinubu, they are now retiring. In Kano State, one politician has resigned, and so many will follow. So many will follow. Because they can see the handshake. I mean, the earthquake, the gravity, the pressure Tinubu is coming with. He wants to come and shake the very root, the very foundation of the Fulani hegemony. That is his own mission. I think his second term at this stage, if Tinubu gets it, because for him to secure his second term, yes, that means he has defeated the North in the very first stage. Yes. If he wins the second tenure, because the Northerners have vowed, in fact, they have pledged everything within them that Tinubu will not win. Now, if Tinubu wins, it simply means Tinubu has defeated them in that first stage of election. He has demystified them. C'est fini. Subsequent Southern presidents, if Nigeria still exists, beyond 2027, beyond 2031, all right, subsequent Southern presidents will follow this same footprint and blueprint. Appoint your own people. Appoint the Middle Belters. The Middle Belters have been suppressed by these northern oligarchs using their heirs. You provide a panacea for them. Let them see the pathway that they too can have a chance to become somebody. And in their numbers, I repeat, in their numbers, they will vote. If Tinubu will win, Middle Belt has to give him one of the largest votes. Southwest, South-South, there may be some percentage, maybe about 40% in Southeast. That's what he needs. And everything is looking as if it's in his favor. I haven't seen anything that is not in his favor as it stands today. If only God decides. Yes. If Tinubu wants to, he wants to scatter everything. If he releases Mazinambikan, what do you think is going to happen? In that Southeast, you'll be surprised that IPOBians, okay? IPOBians will even vote for him. I am telling you. IPOBians will even say Tinubu. That is the truth. That is just the plain truth. But because as it stands today, I have watched, I have read how some IPOB sympathizers, even some IPOB followers and fellows have come out to say that what Tinubu is doing to the Fulani people is the best thing. That there are so many Southern presidents in the past who didn't have the courage that Tinubu today is demystifying them and whatnot. For me, I am not satisfied though. What I need is just give us that state police. Because the Nigerian army today, we are not even sure. I mean, there was a video the last time in Kwara State where the Kwara people said that Fulani bandits are attacking us. Then you are now sending Fulani soldiers to come and protect us. It doesn't add up. It is illogical irrational. Like it is counterintuitive. There's no sense in it. There's absolutely no sense in it. Because they will speak food to themselves. They eat the same food, they drank the same water. And we heard that repentant bandits are recruited. So could it be that you've sent a repentant bandit who is putting on a uniform of Nigerian army to come and protect us? How are we supposed to be so sure and confident that these people will not take our life? But anyways, let's watch the names of those people who plotted the coup, and afterwards we'll continue our analysis.
Who planted the alleged failed coup against Tinubu. Here is the list and their states. 1. Brigadier General A. Sadiq, Borno State, but he is from Nasarawa State. He used Borno State certificate to join Nigeria Army. 2. Lieutenant Colonel Almakura, from Nasarawa State. 3. Lieutenant Colonel Bafa, Kano State. 4. Lieutenant Colonel Hayatu, Kaduna State. 5. Lieutenant Colonel Dagnaf, from Plateau State. 6. Lieutenant Colonel A.J. Ibrahim, from Kogi State. 7. Lieutenant Colonel Usman, from Katsina State. 8. Lieutenant Colonel Amos, from Delta State. 9. Major Jidda, from Adamawa State. 10. Major Ilyasu, from Zamfara State.
The last couple of weeks have been replete with claims and counterclaims about what might or might not have happened preparatory to October 1st. Reports have been going around that there was a planned military coup that was reportedly put out by the defense headquarters, but the explanation of the defense headquarters was that it had nothing to do with a coup. First of all, your takeaway from what was earlier reported and some of the information we're hearing now about what could have been.
Look, I mean, I have lived long enough. I will be 65 next month, alhamdulillah. I've lived long enough to have seen 9 coups. I was in primary school when the 1966 coup happened, so I don't remember that. But the Murtala's coup, I can remember that very well. Murtala's coup, then Dimka, then you have Buhari against Shagari, then you have IBB against Buhari, then you have
failed coup.
Then you have Oka coup, 9 coups. Majority of them were real, some were phantom. We've never seen the way this in his hand is handled. Social media has taken over the narrative from the army. It is social media that is telling people, oh, the army is the headquarters said, oh, it's no coup. The social media is saying coup. Guess who Nigerians are believing and trusting? Coup is not a joke. But the way the defense headquarters is managing this is incompetent and is not reassuring to people.
You don't think the explanation makes sense?
Okay, you tell me, what did they say? Disciplinary and stagnation of rank?
Right.
Come on, my friend. I had friends who are major generals that are retired. Disciplinary issues are taken care of the unit level. You have Defense Intelligence Agency taking care of disciplinary issues.
You think something is amiss?
Look, what I'm saying is that what they have done is raise more questions than answers. What they told us is not adding up. They are telling us disciplinary issues. Well, does the DIA take care of disciplinary issues, for goodness sake? Stagnation of promotion. Does the DIA take care of stagnation of rank? And they are telling us, is this mischief or what? And this is, the military is not talking. And we're hearing this all from social media, which is an indictment on the military. Social media is telling us that the social media is telling us with the picture of the National Security Advisor that most of these arrested officers were from his office. Come on, man. What operational command and capacity do troops or soldiers in the office of the National Security have? Do they even have guns there?
But isn't there a high probability, Prof,
let me finish.
that people could be commenting on something they have very little information about?
Then, look, during the military, you continue to say this nonsense. knowing the importance of this, they will get you to come and tell the truth. You don't keep telling about this nonsense when this is a serious issue. Officers have been arrested. They have families. The country is on tenterhook. That there's going to be a coup. That's what they are saying. The military is saying discipline, oh, it's saying this, and then they are putting the picture of the National Security Advisor. National Security Advisor, how many soldiers do they have? And what are they going to do? What capacities do they have? Is somebody just playing mischief with the National Security Advisor, power play, and saying it's from your office this happened? Come on, this is not a joke. The military is not handling this properly, and we are seeing lists, I don't know if you saw it, on social media. List of soldiers, of officers, you
don't seem too worried about the possibility of misinformation, because a good percentage of the information on social media is from the misinformation loop.
Okay, look, then what is the military telling us? What is the military telling us? Oh, they said, oh, it is disciplinary issue, oh, it is this, oh, it is this, oh, and then they keep quiet. We've seen how coups were managed.
I mean, given that all past military coups against civilian administrations were somewhat successful, wouldn't you say that what we're being told right now, that on face value, Nigerians should take it, what the defense headquarters is saying, what the federal government is saying, to double down on this?
No, federal government is saying nothing. The military is telling us that, oh, don't worry, Nigerians, just go ahead. These officers are for disciplinary issues. So we should go to bed.
But in the past, the leadership of the military have also re-echoed and restated their support for Nigeria's democracy.
Yeah, that is the politics. That is what you should be miming. What I'm saying is that, does that reassure Nigerians? I'm saying this is not mature, this is immature, this is not reassuring to Nigerians.